Hey cruisers, welcome back to Cruise Tips TV. We're so happy to see you here. Today we're making the Princess Cruises frozen rum-infused piña colada soup. Full disclosure, it is not frozen, it's just chilled. We have halved the recipe from 10 servings to 5 servings because we're a family of 3. Can you imagine, honey, if we had like 10 servings of piña colada soup in the fridge? You guys would just live on it for a week, right? It'd be so good. Okay, cool. Well, I heard that our intro got cut off, so hi again, everybody, if we missed you. Welcome back to Cruise Tips TV. How's everybody doing? Is anybody cooking this recipe or blending up this recipe with us today? If you are, let me know in the chat. I can't wait to hear. Because we had to restart our router, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and refresh my screen and get the live chat back up. All right, let's see how everybody's doing. Ooh, wow, there's a lot of food in the shot I see here. Happy Saturday, Tess. Great to see you. Ooh, Isabel's making some filet mignon on the Barbie. Cruise addicts are in the house. Hey, guys. John, I tried to pop into your chat this morning during the interviews, hung around for a little while. You guys did an awesome job. I really enjoyed your interviews. All right, Kimberly, you can hear us. Good to hear. Steve said party at Sheri's. Indeed, Sheri Awesome Sunsets Travel is here. So guys, there is a big old cruise creator video-a-thon going on today. If you go to the community tab on our channel, you can find out all the other creators who are live for like, I don't know how many straight hours, but back to back. So we got the 1 o'clock Pacific time slot and we are proud to be a part of it. Blaine, who I know is in the chat, and several other creators who are here. If you guys want to post what time you're on and a link to your channel, you guys go right ahead. Although Blaine, I don't think you're part of the creator-a-thon, but anybody who wants to post a link to your video and your time slot, you guys go right ahead. We are so encouraging that today, so please do. Okay, let's talk about the recipe today. So the Princess Cruises frozen rum-infused piña colada soup that serves 5 is made up of pineapple, sugar, lime juice, coconut milk, coconut flakes, rum, which is optional. We're leaving the rum out so Junior can enjoy this. Also, Mr. Cruise Tips TV doesn't drink, so we're leaving the rum out for that reason. Plain yogurt, sour cream, and pineapple for garnish. I don't even have pineapple for garnish, and you guys know how I roll. The ingredients aren't going to be exactly matching, but it doesn't matter because it's going to taste good and we're going to have fun. Before we start with our cooking today, I wanted to let you guys know that I made a 3-ingredient skinny piña colada. Did I say that right? Skinny piña colada before the show. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to tell you how to make it because a lot of you might be able to make it right now because you have all the ingredients already for the soup. So if you'd like to go grab your blender, all you're going to need is frozen pineapple, coconut milk, and pineapple. Wait, no, frozen pineapple, coconut milk, and rum. Oh, I almost forgot the rum. And I also put ice in it. The ice is optional. If you want it to be more creamy, you can go without. I put some coconut flakes on top, as you can see, and it is scrumptious if you don't like uber sweet drinks. The frozen pineapple makes it extremely sweet. So I went heavy on the rum, heavy on the pineapple, and then the liquid that makes it all blendy is the rum and the coconut milk. Papa Mozo in the house with our first super chat of the day. Thank you, Pops. I appreciate it. It's so good to have you here, my friend. Did Papa Mozo write a note too? It just says, I love Cruise Tips TV, and we love you, Papa Mozo. So let's take a sip. I haven't even tried my skinny piña colada yet. I mean, I can't really say it's a skinny piña colada because there's really no such thing as a skinny piña colada, but it doesn't have added sugar. For those of you who are sensitive to sugar, which I am, I don't want to become pre-diabetic. My doctor said my blood sugar is on the line, so he wants me to be aware. I'm not having to go completely sugar-free or anything, but you know, you go to the doctor, you get your blood work, and they're like always taking your blood sugar, and so I'm just trying to be a little more sensitive, and I try to avoid added sugar where I can. So anyway, I'll repeat the ingredients. Rum, I should have said that one first. I used a white rum today, but I've got some Kraken over there that I'm dying to crack open. Frozen pineapple, coconut milk, ice, and some coconut flakes on top, just like that. So let's give it a taste. How you doing over there, co-pilot? You're looking pretty sexy in that Nike running shirt. Sorry. Uh-oh. G-rated show. This is what happens. People get upset if I get a little too frisky. All right. A shout out to all the creators here. Rayleigh Creative said that Adventures of David and Aaron is next at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern, so go check them out when we're done here. Hi, Dave. All you said was Sheri. I think I'm in trouble. I think I just got in trouble by Dave, but I don't know. Michelle, the shirt is from my Fashion box. Those of you who follow our other channel, Cruise Gear, will know that we did an unboxing yesterday for my favorite subscription box, and this is my off-the-shoulder top that I got. It is very soft and wonderful. Okay. That is good, guys. How about we make some soup? Let's do this. Dave said stick to gin martinis. Yeah, that's probably better for the sugar content in my blood, isn't it, Dave? Yes. Nora B, thank you so much for the super chat. And you, my friend, are very welcome. Let's mix up some Princess Cruises frozen rum-infused piña colada soup without the rum, recipe cut in half. Description has the recipe in it. So again, I cut everything in half because we don't need 10 servings. So Mr. CruiseTipsTV, do you want to go to the cooking show cam? Guys, welcome to Cooking Show Cam. We set up this little camera here so that you guys can see exactly what we are doing. And we love this, this angle. It's really cool so that you can watch us blend away. So we're going to start with 1 1/3 or about 2.5 cups of pineapple. This is an entire fresh pineapple that I'm using here. And what we did the other day is Junior and I cut it up and we put it in the freezer, and today I defrosted it because Mama doesn't have time to cut a fresh pineapple on Saturday morning before the live stream. So there we have the pineapple. That is our first ingredient in today. Then we are going to put in 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. To be honest, I'd probably skip this if I wasn't doing the recipe purist thing today because pineapple is so sweet, but we're gonna put it in there anyway. Our next ingredient is 6 tablespoons of lime juice. Adventures of David and Aaron, thank you for the super chat, guys, and happy Memorial Day weekend to you. I will try to pop into your live stream today too. Here's our 6 tablespoons of lime juice. For those of you who are wondering, 6 tablespoons of lime juice equates to 3/8 of a cup. So that is in. So we have our first 3 ingredients. We put our pineapple, our granulated sugar, and our 6 tablespoons or 3/8 of a cup of lime juice. And now we're going to add 1 1/3 cups of coconut milk. And you guys know how coconut milk is kind of chunky. So we're gonna put all the chunky goodness right in there. It's beautiful. I love coconut milk. You guys didn't just see me lick the measuring cup. I licked the measuring cup, but that's the nice thing about this camera is you can't see me do bad things. Oh no, did you switch cameras? You saw me lick the measuring cup? I thought I could get away with it. Shoot! Darn it! Darn it! That's okay, I'm totally joking, I don't care. Okay, the next ingredient we're gonna pop in is 3 ounces of coconut flakes. Now here's what my coconut flakes look like. We're on this camera now. I went ahead, guys, and I bought the organic unsweetened flake coconut from Trader Joe's. Now, this was difficult for me to measure out because this is an 8-ounce container and it calls for 3 ounces. So I think I might have gone a little heavy. This looks like more than half, more than 4 ounces, and it calls for 3 ounces of coconut flakes, but I felt like you couldn't go wrong. So anyway, I liked this nothing added unsweetened coconut from Trader Joe's, and that is what I used. So let's go ahead and dump in our coconut flakes. And I'm sure if you have sweetened ones on hand, you could use those as well. This seems really thick to me to start blending, but I think we're gonna do it anyhow. Let me just make sure I've got everything in. This is where you're supposed to put the rum in, by the way, the tablespoon of rum, but again, we're skipping it. So Junior can have this without us feeling like we're feeding our child rum. And I think we're ready to blend. The other ingredients, the sour cream and the yogurt actually go in after we blend this one. So let's just go over the ingredients one more time. We have our pineapple, our sugar, our lime juice, our coconut milk, and our coconut flakes. And now I am going to plug in my food processor, put on the lid, and Mr. CruiseTipsTV, do you want to go to the second camera now and we'll blend? Okay, we're down at the little camera here, and we are going to blend away. Here we go. It's not working. Something must be off with the machine. This is a common issue. Oh, you know what? I have my, I think I have my food processor on backwards. Yeah, I do. I can tell. Sorry about that, guys. I don't have it on the right side. take the lid off, and then it'll click in, right? You got all the order of things. There it goes. I'm gonna step away because of the noise. Okay, looks good. Yes. Where's my shot of rum there, Steve? Let's check this out and see how it looks. Let's check the consistency. Oh, you know, I'm so pro with this, guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh, it looks good. Okay, it really did get more liquidy than I thought. Are we on this camera now? Let's show them how liquidy this is. There's a few little darker chunks of pineapple in there. I think it might be a good idea to go ahead and blend it till it's a little bit more smooth. It's a bit chunky right now. I'm sure that that would be okay, but I think we want it to be more smooth and not too chewy, because typically when you have this soup, you have it with a straw. So let's go a little bit more smooth. All right, I'm just gonna read the chat while we do that. Okay, I think that's probably smooth enough, so I'm gonna take the lid off and retrieve my, oh no, I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm not even gonna bother to take that insert out. It's all good, guys, it's all good. So which camera are we on, babe? This one, okay. So here's what it looks like. It looks very pretty. It looks like pancake batter, how funny. What I wanna do really quickly to give myself a little bit more room to stir this into the main bowl is move this over by the sink. It's dripping. Okay. That pineapple juice off my hands. All right. Sheri's kitchen is not quite as polished as the Cruise Tips TV set. We're just figuring this out as we go, y'all. I'm telling you, it's all fun. It's all fun though, right? Okay. What kind of mischief is happening in the chat, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? Okay, so we went ahead and grabbed a bowl, and we are going to go ahead and pour in the pineapple mixture, and I don't want my insert to come out here, so I'm gonna hold it down with my finger. It still looks a little bit chunky, so if y'all are making this at home, you might want to continue to pulse it a little bit more. I'm sure it's those beautiful coconut flakes that are making it kind of chunky. All right. Oh, it's a lick your fingers kind of day, guys. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so now this is what it looks like. Nice and pretty. Now we're going to add the sour cream and the yogurt. I think it's strange how much sour cream this recipe calls for. It's a lot. It calls for 1.5 cups of plain yogurt and 2.5 cups of sour cream. I'm just using what I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in a 16-ounce minus a scoop taken out container of yogurt. This is Trader Joe's whole milk plain yogurt. So I'm gonna actually use I'm gonna use 2 full cups of this. And instead of doing 2.5 cups of the sour cream, I'm gonna go ahead and just go a little bit shy of 2 cups because I have a whole container here, but I think I wanna go a little heavy on the yogurt, a little lighter on the sour cream. I know that I shouldn't be modifying this recipe, but I feel like that's a lot of sour cream. So that's what we're gonna do there. And now it tells you just to stir it in. I suppose that if I wanted to, I could probably pop this in my KitchenAid stand mixer and it would go a lot faster. It's a lot thicker. The whole soup consistency is a lot thicker than I expected, but I think it's gonna take some time to blend, but we'll just kind of keep going here. I suppose you could use a whisk, you could use a stand mixer, you could use beaters, or you could just do what I'm doing and kind of incorporate it in using a whisk, a flat spatula. Then once we're done with this process, the recipe calls for you to pop it in the refrigerator to chill for 3 hours before you actually serve it. So it's going to be hard to do a real accurate taste test live because of the fact that we don't have 3 hours together to do that. So we'll just have to kind of use our imagination, and I'll taste a little bit of it with a spoon. And we'll see what we think about it. But I think that's pretty well incorporated. And it's actually gonna look a heck of a lot like this when we're done with it. So we won't be able to show you the finished product today. But the idea is that you pop it into a glass, a frozen glass, you serve it with a straw, and a little pineapple wedge on the side of the glass. So imagine it kind of looking like that, and you'll probably get the general idea. Well, this is gonna be fun to have around the house for a few days, honey. It'll be nice. So the dark chunks that I have in here, I think they're from the pineapple. I think I might have gotten a little bit of the skin in there because we were working with a full pineapple. So we might have to I'll probably try to pull those out a little bit before I give him to Junior so he's not like eating pineapple skin. But that looks like the finished product, everybody. Here it is in all its glory. Very pretty. I'm gonna grab a spoon, give it a taste, and then we're gonna move it out of the way and just enjoy each other's company in the chat. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we think. I feel like I forgot an ingredient. I don't know what it could have been. Oh my goodness, it's so good. You wanna try it, babe? Later? Mmm. Okay. It's super chunky. The coconut flakes are really chunky. I'm wondering, when you get this, does it have a lot of coconut chunks in it on the cruise ship? It does. So that's probably normal. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here, but don't let me forget to put it in the refrigerator when we're done. What did you guys think? It's tasty, you guys. The sour cream actually works. It's because I used full fat, what do you call it? Full fat yogurt. It has a pretty creamy consistency to it. So it tastes almost like a really decadent piña colada frozen yogurt with chunks in it. Gosh, it would be really nice if you put that in an ice cream machine. Maybe we should put it in our KitchenAid ice cream attachment and make it into like piña colada ice cream or sorbet. I wonder if that would be good or if it's too much water content. I might try that. Aw, Sheri, awesome Sunset Travels. Thank you for the super chat. And it is our pleasure to be part of the Cruise-a-thon today. Ooh, Dave said tip, float a little rum on some and not others. I will absolutely do that. Jackie Audis with a $1.99 super sticker today. Thank you, Jackie, so much from the UK, I assume. Appreciate it. That's a really good tip, Dave, by the way. I think I might do that. I really want to try that dark Kraken rum that's just been sitting in my bar cart for a few weeks now. Yes, Paul, whip and fold. B. Bergs, hi, Bonnie, I've missed you. Bonnie says, the chilled soups on cruises are almost good as the desserts in the MDR. Agree. All right. I'm going to put that in the freezer and get it kind of frosty for later. Brittany, I'm so glad you enjoyed the recipe. Yeah, I know. We need a pineapple wedge, Seth. I know you're a pineapple man. That's a really great idea. EA Sim said, I wonder if rum extract in lieu of real rum would make it kid-friendly. Going to try this. What an excellent idea. That is so brilliant. I think that's great. I wish I had some rum extract. I'd pop a drop in there right now. Sasha, you love my phone case. Thank you. I didn't even realize my phone was out, but yes, this is a loopy case and you just pop your finger in like that and you never drop your phone. It's pretty cool stuff. I like it too. Yeah, Jim said the rum would water it down nicely. I know we're not complaining about rum watering things down, huh? Breakfast of champions, Paul. Isn't that the truth? Hi, Sydney. Glad to see you here. Sydney Forrester's in the house. Oh, Mama Dot, half in the ice cream machine. Oh, that's a good idea, Mom. I need to freeze my ice cream attachment. I don't know if any of you guys have a KitchenAid stand mixer, but if you do, and you don't have the ice cream bowl attachment, it is so fun. It's wonderful. It's a great investment. You simply place the entire bowl in the freezer, it basically freezes, and then you can make homemade ice cream in it. And oh, it's so good. Last summer, we had Junior's friends over for a little summer party. And we painted birdhouses for the day. And then we had a feast, of course, and we did homemade ice cream. And all the kids and all the adults got to make their own ice cream cups. So what we did is we made the ice cream in the machine. It was kind of going. And then we gave them a cup and we put out candy bars and fresh fruit and other types of toppings. And they got to pop everything in their bowls. And it was a hit. Even the adults were standing in line with their cups. And they're like, okay, let's do this. It was really fun. Zach the Mac said, Cruise Tips TV Test Kitchen is my new favorite addition to the channel. Thank you, Zach the Mac. Yeah, I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. I feel like Cruise Tips TV Test Kitchen sounds better than Comfort Cooking with Sheri. I don't know what it is. I don't like that name so much. Yeah, Dave Gibson said, would it be okay without adding the additional sugar? Yes, Dave, it would be okay without the sugar. Or probably what I would say is maybe half the sugar and do a quarter cup instead of a half cup, and I think would be just fine. Hi, Emily, welcome. All right, I'm enjoying reading everybody's comments today. Shannon Roth has a factoid for us. Shannon said, pineapples were seen as a sign of wealth. In Victorian times, they were quite expensive, so if you could afford one, you were doing well for yourself. I didn't know that, Shannon. That's really cool. I mean, they're certainly beautiful and dramatic looking. We don't typically buy whole pineapples, but last weekend, Junior and I got one just for this. We were at our grocery store, and it was just fun to put it in the cart, bring it home, you know, chop it down. He enjoyed kind of whacking it with the knife. We had to kind of dial him back a little bit because he was wanting to be a little too like Machete Man. It's the boy in him whenever he gets a knife. He's a very safe dude, but he's kind of wacky with the cutting board. So we're always like, get your fingers out of there and dial it back, buddy. So yeah, thank you, Shannon, for that. I appreciate it. MGM Family Travel said, comfort cooking sounds like you're cooking meatloaf. Yeah, it kind of does. It's like you're making meatloaf and like macaroni and cheese or something, right? So true. Vizo's Travel said, when is the next cruise? Well, Vizo's Travel, we don't have a cruise planned at all right now. As many of you know, I have a regular full-time job. And at the moment, like most employers, my employer is following the CDC guidelines that if you go on a cruise or you travel internationally, you would have to self-quarantine when you return. So I can't book a cruise until my employer lifts that restriction. Could be a while, guys. Yeah, totally. Mom said, show us your Tom and Jerry shakers. I miss them. Sure, Mom. So hubby and I have had these Tom and Jerry salt shakers since our early days. They say that they're from Warner Brothers Studio Store. So if anybody wants to try to Google them, try the Warner Brothers Studio Store. I thought we bought them in Spain, but they are so cute. We love Tom and Jerry, and I just love how he's holding him in his little hands. So cute. Mom, I'm glad you brought that up because I think they're so cute too. And they've certainly traveled to a variety of different houses. Whitney Castillo says, I can still picture Junior whacking the fish in Nassau at Atlantis. Scared me a bit. Yes. Whitney, he sure loved that. Whitney, you have a great memory. What Whitney's referring to is our Nassau vlog from MSC Seaside. We got to take a behind the scenes tour of the Atlantis aquarium. And we actually have a friend who follows the channel here, and she works for the aquarium. She leads a portion of the aquarium, and she's a scientist, and she invited us to take a backstage tour. So we got to go to see the area where they feed all the fish in the aquarium. And when they do tours, they let people hold the giant fish whacking knife, which they like chop the heads off of fish with, and they prepare the food. And Junior got to wield a very large knife and give it a whack. And I don't think he even made a dent in that fish, you guys. It takes a lot of power to chop the head off of a fish and a very heavy knife, but it's a full-time job for certain people. Oh, that's awesome. Susan Gladding said, put the top of the pineapple in the ground and it will grow. Oh my goodness. If Junior hears that right now, he will run out here, find the pineapple head in the trash and plant it. He plants everything. He transplants everything in our yard. He thinks it'll all grow. I love it. English Fugue fan said they used to hire them out as old centerpieces for grand dinner parties. Oh, how beautiful. Thank you, Susan. I like the new shirt too. Yeah, Michelle, I've had the Alaska itch for like, a year already, and we'd love to get back to Alaska. The thing is our wanderlust is pretty deep right now. Now that Junior is getting older and he's a good international traveler, it's funny because there's like this polarity of our travel wants. The reality is this first cruise that we get on after all of this will probably be very close to home, but never have we wanted to travel abroad more and explore completely new countries. I would like to set a goal to see like 25 countries in the next 5 years if we can. But right now I just don't know what to do because we can't do anything. Can't even leave the state right now. That's a great idea, Steve. Yeah, float the idea and see what they say. I don't think my employer is going to go for it, but I think that's a great idea. Oh no. Thank you, Mike and Cheryl, for letting everybody know. If your chat stops, guys, log out, log back in, refresh. That really does help. Yeah, Isabel, I know, it's scary. The insurance right now is really changing, and it's kind of scary to me too, because if you think about it, like in the United States, our health insurance doesn't cover us outside of the US at all. So if you buy travel insurance or health insurance and it doesn't cover you, if something happens, you're kind of in trouble there. Cool. Sam said, hey Sheri, maybe you could make some ice cream for us. I want to see how it's done before I get the ice cream attachment. Maybe a cocktail flavored ice cream. That's a great idea, Sam. It's so easy. Let me see it. Well, no, I can't access we've got a tripod in front of the cupboard over here. I was going to show you the attachment. I might do that, Sam. Maybe what I'll do is, Sam, if you follow me on Instagram, I might do it as an Instagram story instead of a video. We could try to do it here. There's a problem with that though, and that is that it takes a long time for the ice cream to make. So once you freeze it and you put the ingredients in, it takes a full 30 minutes for it to freeze. But trust me when I tell you it's very good and very easy. It's probably the easiest way to make ice cream aside from buying an ice cream machine, which then takes up a lot of space in your home. So I think I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. Wow, Mom, it takes 2 years to produce a pineapple. So cool. Stacy Finch said, I joined late. What is your adult beverage this afternoon? Stacy, great question. We started off the episode today. I didn't make it on the air, but what we did is made it beforehand because I made it with a blender and I didn't want to burst your eardrums. It's a skinny piña colada. It's really not that skinny, but it's a 3-ingredient simple piña colada with no added sugar. The ingredients are rum, coconut milk, frozen pineapple, and ice, and I did put some unsweetened pineapple flakes on the top. I'm not going to drink the whole thing right now. I'm going to save it for tonight. You guys know how it is, like on the weekend or just whenever. If you drink something during the day, it makes you kind of groggy for the rest of the day. I had a few good sips of it, but I don't want to get groggy. I think we're going to start a garage cleaning project this weekend. So I'm like, I don't want to feel like I want to take a nap. So I'll probably put it in the freezer and enjoy it as a frozen drink later. Ooh, we just got a big old jump in comments. We must have lost comments for a while there. Wow, lots of comments, right? Paul Billis said the soup could be served as a dessert. Yes, it definitely could. Shannon, I will definitely try to do the Instagram story ice cream when we make ice cream next. Yeah, EA Sim, I know. Traveling Europe with kids is great. Our son did excellent in Europe and Asia. He's 11 now. He's an excellent traveler, so nothing will hold us back at this point as long as it's safe. Hisham said, have you tried Pakistani food? If you like, I can give you an easy recipe. Oh my goodness, please email me some recipes. I would love to try that. Please, please, please. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Diane, I'll try to get that ice cream attachment in Instagram for you. Yeah, Bill, let's use those piña coladas as a shooter. I like it. Oh, Seth, I like your emojis. Those are super fun. Julia, the skinny piña colada is excellent. It does not lack natural sweetness. If you like them sugary and full of additives, then by all means, get the Coco Lopez goop, which is so tasty, but I just don't feel that it's necessary. You can use coconut milk, coconut cream. The pineapple is so sweet, and rum is such a nice addition to it. It's lovely, and it doesn't taste like a skinny drink. I think it's great. Hazel, I would like a cruise drink right now too. Kiss on the lips sounds fantastic, my friend. So good. So good. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We haven't scheduled our live events or anything for next week, but I will tell you all what video is coming next. Can I tell them about the one that you're editing right now? Okay. We filmed an episode a few days ago that is kind of cool. It's all about the buffet concept. Someone requested that I make that episode. So what we do is we talk for under 10 minutes about buffets on cruise ships and what they'll really look like in the future, because we all know that they're probably not going to be looking like real buffets. Oh, excuse me, going forward. And so what we'll probably do is just finish editing that. Mr. Cruise Tips TV is putting some footage into it to make it a little more fun and spicy, and then we're gonna get that up for you in the next couple of days. But it's a good discussion about what could replace buffets, what some of the other options are, what it could look like, and I think it's an interesting topic, so stay tuned for that one, but we'll be doing something live soon. We have a heat wave coming in our area where we're gonna have 90-degree days, which means 'tis the season when our house gets really hot in the evening around 5. So we don't like to go live when that's happening because it's unbearably uncomfortable in our house, and our air conditioner isn't super powerful, so we have to kind of keep an eye on that. I'm so glad, Peter, that you tried the Guy's Burger with donkey sauce. Isn't that yummy? Joel, you got an email from Carnival that they're selling $59 a night with $50 deposit on the ships. Yeah, Joel, I noticed that too. The prices are pretty good for Carnival right now. I've been obsessively pricing and repricing the Carnival Panorama sailings for September and October 2020. I've got my eye on a birthday cruise, an October 31st Halloween cruise on Carnival Panorama, and it's extremely reasonable. A spa balcony cabin for 3 people is $2,200 on Carnival Panorama. A guarantee balcony is something like $1,600 for 3 people. Balcony. So good. So if you guys are looking for a West Coast cruise, I do suggest that you price out Carnival Panorama for the September and October months. I will say that Mexico in September can be quite hot still. It can be oppressively hot in some areas, but it doesn't hold us back. There's a reason why Carnival Panorama sails year-round to the Mexican Riviera, because it's nice. It's not as hot as some areas in the Caribbean, so I'm glad. Kimberly, thank you for the kind words. You're so thoughtful. I really appreciate that. Yes, Bill, we talk about the food court concept coming up in that video, and I think I would love to see the food court concept in place of buffets, so stay tuned for that, guys. All right, we're gonna log off and go have some lunch and start our garage cleaning project. I hope all of you are doing well, and we really appreciate you continuing to join us for these events. The cooking events, the live stream cocktail making. If you have any ideas for episodes you'd like to see, send me an email or send me a direct message on Facebook or a direct message on Instagram at CruiseTipsTV. We'd love to hear from you. If you have podcast ideas, we'd love to hear from you too. Our next podcast on Wednesday is going to be about flight tips. Even though not a lot of us are flying right now, we're going to talk about air travel tips. I think that'll be nice and fun. Chow Chows and Kakuji, Daisy Box, thank you so much, and thank you for the recipe today by email. You guys are the best. Until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Have a great weekend.